With interactive videos, don't click on the play button. After answering a question, it will rewind the video and start all over again. Instead, click somewhere above this bottom row of controls. The purpose of an interactive video is to show you how to do a problem step by step. Play the video until a question box is filled. Click in the screen to stop the video. Fill your corresponding box. Then click in the video screen to continue. To the right of an answer box, you will often see something that looks like this. This means that the answer has 6 symbols, including things like parentheses or commas, and the checksum is 5. The checksum is the sum of the digits in the answer. This fraction up here has 3 digits. The checksum is the result of adding these digits, and that gives you 9. This formula also has 3 digits, 2, 1, and 2. Adding them gives you the checksum of 5. This fraction up here has 5 symbols, a minus sign, a division sign, and 3 digits. The number of symbols is 5. This formula has, counting the parentheses, the superscripts, the operator, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 symbols. Now let's enter these formulas in the answer box. Put your cursor in the answer box. Click the radical sign, and then we want the variable x. Back to the basic menu, and we want an exponent. This is the exponent. And then type a 3 to get back down to the baseline. Press the down arrow or the space bar. A minus sign, x, and another exponent. Click here, and 2. After you have entered a formula, press the enter key or click the submit button at the bottom of your screen or this enter button. If your answer is correct, you'll get a green check. If your answer is wrong, you'll get a red check, in which case you have 3 more tries in which you can correct your answer. Remember, when an answer box has been filled in the video, stop the video, fill your answer box, press enter, and then return to the video. So, put your cursor somewhere in the middle of this video screen now. Click. When entering a fraction, do the fraction symbol first, then fill in the numerator, followed by the denominator. Use the down arrow to get down to the denominator or the space bar. Press enter. Here's a trigonometric function. I'm going to just type COS parentheses and click on the variables theta. Back to the basics. We subtract pi. You can just type in the word pi or click on the pi symbol. Press enter. Remember, when an answer box has been filled in the video, stop the video, fill your answer box, press enter, and then return to the video. So, put your cursor somewhere in the middle of this video screen now. Click. Now let's enter these answers from the keyboard. For the square root symbol, you can press $$ or type SQRT. For exponents, type the caret symbol. For x squared, we have a shortcut, Control-2. Now let's enter this formula. So I'm going to type SQRT, and then x squared, x, I'm going to type Control-2, and then -1 and press enter. When typing fractions, type the / first, then the numerator, down arrow, and the denominator. Enter. For the Greek letters, you just spell out their names, theta or pi. For theta, there's a shortcut, Control%. Let's type this guy in. Cosine theta minus pi, pi. Sets of numbers are written in interval notation. For infinity, we have 2 O's, so this interval would be written square bracket 0, comma, O, round parentheses. Clicking a blue button copies to the clipboard. Put your cursor in the answer box, press Control V, that copies to the question box. A red cross means the answer is mathematically wrong. An orange cross with a circle means it's mathematically correct, but not simplified enough or not in the right format. We need to factor squares out of radicals. Square root of 18 is the square root of 9 times 2. That's the square root of 9 times the square root of 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Doing the same thing for 12. 12 is 4 times 3. That would be the square root of 4 times the square root of 3, and the square root of 4 is 2. Fractions need to be reduced. Click on the blue, put the cursor in the answer box, Control V. You can divide top and bottom by 2, so this is the same as 3 over 2. Clicking a gray button copies directly to the answer box. But mixed fractions and decimals are not allowed. So write this as an improper fraction. 1½ is same as 3/2, and a mixed fraction 1½ is also 3/2. You can use this calculator to do arithmetic. In order to calculate this formula, just type it into the calculator. 34 caret for exponentials squared minus 31 squared. Hit the enter key. When you do that, it makes the calculation and it copies the calculated answer to the clipboard. So if I want to use it in this answer box, I'm going to type x equal to Control V, and that will copy the answer into the answer box. A button with a hash mark is a simplify button. If I want to simplify this arithmetic expression, highlight it and click the simplify button. Enter the result. If I want to simplify this sum, highlight it, click the simplify button. Suppose I enter a wrong answer, maybe with a 7 instead of a 6 in the denominator. When a wrong answer is entered, sometimes there will be an error message. In this case, the green characters are the ones that are probably correct. The red character tells you the one that's probably wrong. And in this case, the 7 should have been a 6. The simplify button will also reduce fractions. Highlight the fraction, click simplify. It'll also take care of square roots. Most questions have just one answer, and you get 4 tries. But if the question is marked 20 tries, that means it's a worksheet problem. In these problems, you have multiple steps that you do one at a time in the same answer box. After completing one step, press the enter key, or click the enter button or the submit button. If the step is correct, you will get a green check. But if the problem has not been completed, you will also get a red dotted circle at the right saying continue. When the problem is complete, you might have to click enter one more time to update the score and get a green check on the outside. Let's solve this one step at a time. To start with the initial equation, click the box. Click Enter. The green check on the inside means the step is correct. The red continue on the outside means we are not finished. For the next step, let's subtract 3 from both sides. Subtracting 3 from the left side, 1 minus 3 gives you minus 2 on the right side. Click Enter. Next step, divide both sides by 2. Divide this side by 2. Minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. Click Enter. Now we have a green check on the inside, but no red continue on the outside. We've finished the problem. But in order to update the score, we'll have to click Submit at least one more time, maybe several times. Keep submitting until you see the Done message. 1, 2, and now we are finished.